Hi everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about an interactive media called Thinglink, and I found it a great resource for my class. I teach, this specific one is for an ESOL level 3 class, and I wanted to give them something interactive, encourage some self-learning, and just general interest about the area we live in. So, as you know, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I wanted to learn a little bit about St. Patrick, our tradition for St. Patrick's Day. But as we live in the West, I thought it would be lovely for them to learn about Croagh Patrick, which has a major significance here. And to my astonishment, they didn't really know anything about Croagh Patrick, nor had they ever visited it, even though we're based in Tuam and we can actually see Croagh Patrick from Tuam. So I'm just going to step you through what a Thinglink is. This is something that I created for my learners, but what I might do is just give you an idea of the lesson plan I had initially. Now, I created this lesson plan with a thing called Learning Designer, and it makes it look very sophisticated. I couldn't sit down and write something like this, but it does all the work for you, but that's another day's work. So basically, really what I wanted to do was get the class talking about St. Patrick and his mountain, and the class has received a Thinglink, which I'm going to show you around now in a minute, on Croagh Patrick. Essentially, it's kind of a flipped classroom in the sense they read all about it themselves at home. There's a little video on it, and there's a little worksheet on it. And then I want to bring them back to the classroom to discuss St. Patrick's Day. I want them to discuss whether they've been to Croagh Patrick and if they would like to use it in the future. And this is bringing the conditional into their speech pattern, you know. So it's a wholly online class. The aim is to get the class to use the conditional tense, whether they would like to use to visit Croagh Patrick, or what they would like to do this St. Patrick's Day. So we're looking at the future. Essentially, the Learning Designer goes through and divides everything up into minutes. And we can plan out. So it's an hour and a half class online. I tend to stick to that. So I'm just going to step you through the Thinglink that we have. So I'll bring it up here. This is what gets sent to the students, and I will show you how to log into this and what the background looks like to make this. So I've sent this on. You'll see that there's little icons here that are flashing. They're very inviting. You really want to go and click on them. And if I start here, I've got an I in information, and up pops this little screen about who was St. Patrick. Click on the link to learn about St. Patrick's Day. Now click on that link and see where it brings me. Brings me to this website, ireland.com, which could be a very interesting website for them to learn about anyway and get ideas for other places and other things besides St. Patrick's Day. And I thought it was lovely and colourful. Brings up all the bits of information about St. Patrick's Day, the first parade, why it's on the 17th of March, a little bit of history about St. Patrick, why we wear green, all of this. Okay, so anyway, that's the very first little thing. So it opens up in a new tab. So I'll click on this, and you see here there's also the symbol for immersive reader. So what that does is it reads out what the instruction of what they have to do, and you can press play down here. So, and then we go back. So this is fantastic for our literacy learners as well. Now, I'm going to close it, the X. I'm going to come down here to the little book. And this is a little bit of information about the Holy Mountain. And it brings me to some history of the mountain. So I'll click on this link. And this is produced from the Visitor Centre, which is at Croagh, and it gives me some lovely information and history about the mountain, which a lot of people don't know about. So not only for our literacy learners or our ESOL learners, but it'd be great for literacy too. And I just thought this is a very, very interesting bit of history. And I know our ESOL learners actually do love learning about the history of Ireland. So I'll go back again, so to my Thinglink. So that was 2 tabs, essentially, tags. And then you see I've got A, B, and C. So I've got, if I hover over it, it says start of the climb, pilgrims climbing the Reek, and the Church of the Summit. So it gives me a little tour of the mountain. And for anybody who is thinking of going to climb it, they still have some sort of an idea of what to expect. So they'll know when they see this statue, they're at the start of the climb. When we were small, my mother always told us when we got to here, we had climbed half the mountain. We thought we were great. B just shows the pilgrims climbing, or people climbing, and shows the terrain, it shows the stones, it shows how steep it is. And that's a very interesting word, steep. A lot of our ESOL learners haven't heard that word before, so it really encourages a lot of vocabulary usage. And then C, the church at the summit. Again, great interest in that. How did they build it up there? Do they say Mass? Is it used? They're fascinated, absolutely fascinated. And for our literacy learners or people who live in the West, again, bring back great memories, the great discussion about that. The video here then, which is the video of the view from the top. And when you click on that link, it pops up in another tab. And here we go. We have the view of Croagh, all around Clew Bay and everything. Okay. Again, immersive reader. And then the final thing was a live, try out your knowledge in this live worksheet. So a little simple worksheet that just a bit of fun, to be honest. There was a lot of heavy reading in all of that. There's still language within this popular celebration. Usually pinch, not a word they hear often, corned beef, leprechauns. So a bit of language in here to talk about. They didn't know what leprechauns were, corned beef, those sort of things. And then they had a little bit of fun with this. And it just encourages them to interact and autonomous learning, I suppose. So how on earth do I get to making this? Well, actually, they're very, very simple and easy to make. And I'm doing a second video on how I actually created this. But to show you first how to get into Thinglink, I'll just show you quickly here. And we'll go type in Thinglink. And I'll go to Thinglink. Log in. Sorry, that's coming up. It's a bit slow today. And the great thing is you can just log in here with your third-party service. So we can log in with our Microsoft account. So anybody with their GRETB account can log you in. So I'm logged in already on my email, so it just logged me in directly. You just put in your GRETB email and your password. And what you see here then is my Thinglink page. And I have some folders here where I've created some of them. It gives you great sample interactive, it gives tutorials how to create Thinglinks, some sample interactive ones, and all of this. So if I click on that one, it can show you also, can do an interactive video. You play that, you get the sound, you can see something to read. So you could upload a video yourself and put these tags onto it. Okay, I'm going to go back one. So that's, you can come in and play around with all of those. In the next video, I am going to show you essentially how I created the Thinglink. So when you're creating this up here is what you're going to see, and this is our editing tool. This is what I've created and how we do it. So looking forward to showing you how to do this in the next video. Thanks a million. Bye.